Hey, what's up, stream keepers, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's episode, we actually have Dion over here, and we will be talking a little bit more about his journey in terms of his streams, and then he will share with us what are some of the important things that we can actually look out for from his perspective. So, Dion, maybe you want to share when do you first start stream keepings, and what is your favorite stream when you first started, and how do you actually progress on when you started getting more and more into the hobby?
Okay. I think I mentioned before in one of Benny's previous video. I started I think 2020 thereabouts lah. Can't really remember. So I started off with new Caridina streams. So at first I did not know how to actually keep streams. So I started off with a small thing. I think a 45 cm thing, and I started with blue dreams and orange really. So I didn't know what will be the outcome if I were to mix the streams. So I just mixed these two because I find that they look the best. Yeah. So I then proceeded started in my Caridina streams. So when I first started Caridina streams, I had red fancy PRL. I had pure red line, I had red fancy tiger, I had black stardust, and one more is I think yellow King Kong or something like that. Yeah. So I started off with a few varieties because I find that all of them look nice so I just keep all of them. But as time goes by, then I actually found out that by keeping too many varieties, right, it's very hard for me to actually concentrate on breeding the best that I can because of the limitation in space. So after I think 6 months, so I actually cleared all of them and only left with Stardust. Only left with my black Stardust. So after concentrating on Stardust, I then moved into Boas, which I find that is also another interesting type of Caridina to keep. Reason being because there won't be two identical pieces of shrimp.
Right.
The spots will be different, colors will be different. The sizes of the spots also be different.
Right.
So it is very interesting to see that every after mode something will change lah. Something will change. So I will be very excited to see something different. You won't be able to expect what will happen.
Okay, so Dion, maybe I cut you here a little bit. So because in hot Singapore, we actually need a chiller to keep Caridina streams, but for new Caridinas, you don't need a chiller, right? So how do you, let's say you have a friend that is keeping Caridina stream, how do you persuade him to actually keep Caridinas?
How to persuade?
Or what is the trigger point that you actually made you?
Okay, so answering your question, what is the trigger point that made me switch over to Caridina was in terms of types of Caridina, I believe that there is more different variations compared to like new Caridina. So new Caridina, you only have your basic colors: red, green, blue, black, brown, that kind of thing. Yeah, white. So in terms of Caridina, you have more, like you got your tiger stripes, you got your Stardust, which is all the spots, and then you got your PRL. So how do I convince them? I would say that look nicer lah. Basically, look nicer, because if you want to keep neo Caridina, I believe that yes, it's nice, but in terms of like the patterns and the colors, they wouldn't be as interesting as Caridina streams. So that was the reason why I actually jumped over to keeping Caridina streams.
Okay, I understand. But buying the chiller for the tank is one of the biggest investment in the from the infrastructure standpoint. So what kind of motivate you to actually get the chiller?
What motivate me?
Because it's going to be expensive on your
Yes.
bills, in terms of your investment cost, it will be high.
Mm.
But what made you do that?
Because I mean, okay, yes, investing in moving to Caridina requires some kind of big investment, like what Benny said, like getting a chiller, for example. But I believe that the chiller is only like a one-time big investment. Although yes, it will add into increase in your monthly utilities, but I don't think it will be a significant big increase lah. So you weigh the pros and the cons lah, like the increase in your electricity bill versus you being able to keep nicer streams. So I decided that keeping nicer streams is worth the sacrifice lah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you are looking for like a progression from new Caridinas to Caridinas, and then after that, because you have all the stripes, all the patterns on the streams that you really enjoy looking at them, and that's what motivate you to actually make the shift over.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So another few more questions regarding your shift. When you started off, you said you had many types of streams, which I think many of the beginner hobbies, they will go into the hobby, and then they will start to keep many different types, because there are many different types that is very beautiful, very nice to keep. And then slowly on, they like you move into a specialized area where you start to breed them. So what made you choose boa? Okay, so that's the very first question. So the second question is that what is the next stream that you actually want to progress on?
Okay. So why did I choose to go with my next stream as boa from Stardust? Is because I find that they are quite similar for Stardust and boa, and me myself personally, I prefer the black base over the red base, the other type of the boas. And the reason is because, like what I said just now, is every time they will look different. Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes when the streamlets is already visible, so sometimes I will be able to see like, oh, they're going to have big spots on the head, for example.
Right.
Yeah. So that gets me very excited to see that, oh, what will happen when they grow up.
Exactly.
Because when boa matures, it might look very different from when they are young. Yeah, so that is, the excitement there to make me want to keep going back to the tank every day to see how is the stream looking like now.
Right.
What has it transformed to become? Yeah, so that excitement is what like motivates me to like keep going lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your next stream that you want to focus on as well?
Okay, so next stream, that was a very tough decision to make, because there are very many types of Caridina streams out there, and all of them are so good looking, so pretty, and making a decision to choose the next stream is not easy. Yeah, but I have more or less decided on the Black Fancy Tiger, because I know that firstly it's nice of the tiger stripes, and I want to also challenge myself to keep something which requires more patience lah, more high level stream lah in a way. Yeah, so to see myself progress and see what will the next stream, what the challenges will there be.
Okay. So I think the difference between the boas and the Black Fancy Tiger is that the Black Fancy Tiger is a crystalline type of stream, which is totally different from the boas. The boas, the Stardust, they are the galaxy type of streams, and their behavioral patterns are also very different. So I think it will be an excellent choice to actually go into the Black Fancy Tiger, to challenge yourself, to see, even though you are very successful, let's say you are very successful in boas, you are breeding them well, but you will never be able to progress on if let's say you are always keeping the same type of stream. So I think that will be a great step forward, and then to actually take a look at what it actually what are some of the challenges that it will throw in your face, and then how you're gonna tackle them. So I think that will be an exciting journey for you. Thanks for sharing today, Dion. I really appreciate the time, and hope you guys. I hope you will get more and more beautiful boss in future.
I hope so too.
All right, until next time, peace out.